way. We spend a lot of time together.
She didn't have any trouble adjusting to having a new Dax in her life?
Well, no more than anyone else. I don't really think any of them were expecting another Dax to walk into their lives.
Did any of them wonder...
Whatever happened to that young man you were interested in on the Destiny? It was Lieutenant, something.
Brenner Finnock.
Yes.
He was an ensign. I did talk to him after I was joined once, but I don't think we're really right for each other anymore. He reminds me too much of my son, Gran. It makes me uncomfortable being around him now. Sorry, Audrey's son, Gran. I'm still sorting out my pronouns.
I'm sure all joint drills go through this.
No, just me. Nothing simple for Esri. There's times when the computer asks me to identify myself, and I have to think about what to say. Or worse yet, there's days when I wake up, and I don't even know if I'm a man or a woman until I pull back the covers. I also have an unfortunate tendency to ramble.
Don't be embarrassed, dear. It's not your fault. You should have gone through years of training to receive a symbiont. It wasn't fair of them to join you to DAX just because you happen to be the only Trill on board. I mean, it's no surprise to me you're having trouble sorting out 8 lifetimes of memories and experiences.
Well, it can be a little overwhelming at times.
Sure. And don't you worry. We'll take care of you. Always.
Absolutely. Of course.
That's nice to know. But I think I've got things under control now.
Esri, you always were too proud for your own good.
Come in, Z.
How did you know it was me?
No one else would bother with the chime.
I see some things never change.
Here. Have a seat.
How many of these are yours?
All of the bad ones.
When did you become such a harsh critic of your work?
Just being realistic. It's amateurish, I know that. It says so right there. Sorry and brandy?
Sure.
Should probably get a clean one.
I don't care. Norvo, this doesn't mean
To
that...
my sister. A shining angel in a dark sky.
All right, the Andorian Academy rejected your application. That doesn't mean your work is amateurish. There are other art schools.
It's the best.
So? You shouldn't just quit.
I'm not very good, Z. I never was. All of this, it's an indulgence. Just like my other hobbies, poetry, music. I can't concentrate. My mind wanders. I don't have the discipline it takes to succeed.
Those are Mother's words. I know because I've heard them too. She wasn't right about me, and she's not right about you either.
I'm fine with the way things turned out, really. Besides, they need me here.
To do what? The family bookkeeping? Norvo, you could do so much more. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I just want you to know that I still believe in you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Good night.
Night.
you seen Norvo today?
No. Well, maybe you should. He's lying in bed with a hangover. When I woke up this morning, I found him passed out in the entry room. Evidently, he spent most of the night doing this. You think it's funny?
I think it's funny you think he did this because of me. He's not happy here, Mother. Can't you see that?
That's nonsense.
Mother, he's defacing his own artwork. Work you insisted on displaying even after he objected. I'm proud of him. I'm trying to encourage him. But what you've done is made him feel trapped and powerless. You've barely spent one night in this house, and you think you can analyze our entire family. You don't know your brother anymore, Esri. He's a fragile young man who needs to be cared for. He is a grown man who needs his freedom. You're smothering him.
How dare you come in here and tell me how to be a mother? What do you know about raising children?
Actually, I have 4 lifetimes worth of memories about raising children.
I have worked and sacrificed for each one of you for over 30 years. Not now.
Sorry to interrupt, but...
Miles.
Esri, what are you doing here?
This is my home. This is where I live. My mother. I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. O'Brien. Can you...
He wasn't very friendly when we located him. Neither were you. If you'll excuse me, we're having a problem with the drill down at 24B.
Did you do this to him?
Just the one on the jaw. The rest he got thanks to the Orion Syndicate.
Did you find out anything on Bilby's wife?
I found her. She's dead.
DNA scan confirmed the body was Marika's. She'd been dead at least 6 weeks.
Do you have any idea the cause of death?
No.
The cause of death was the Orion Syndicate.
There's no evidence of that. It could have been an accident.
Oh, yeah. She accidentally hit herself in the head and accidentally threw herself in the river, huh?
We pull a dozen bodies a month out of that river. You think they're all syndicate murders?
Well, if it was anything like this, yes. And if you hadn't interfered, I might have proved she was murdered.
If we hadn't interfered, you'd be dead. When your mother called us, we already had word that a Starfleet intelligence operative was trying to infiltrate the syndicate. It didn't take long to realize that it was your friend. We found him being beaten up by a pair of Nazi guns.
They were just trying to scare me.
Why?
Exactly. Why were they trying to scare me? Because I had found the body of Marika Bilby. And they didn't want me to trace the murder back to them.
The syndicate would never kill the widow of an operative. The only thing holding them together is this loyalty they show to operatives and their families.
They may not be as loyal as you think.
Mrs. Tegan, please contact us if there's anything else we can do for you.
Thank you, I will. Esri, why don't you show Mr. O'Brien to one of our guest rooms, let him clean up and have something to eat.
So that's it. That was the river. I searched the South Bank for about 3 hours before I found her. The organic solvents in the water had partially decomposed her body. But it was her.
I'm sorry, Chief. I wish there was something more I could do.
Maybe you could put in a good word for me with Captain Sisko.
It may take a lot of good words, but I'll talk to him. Mr. O'Brien, how are you feeling?
Fine, thank you. I've eaten enough for a week.
Glad to hear it. I understand that you're an engineer.
That's right. He's not a mining engineer.
We have a problem with the transonic drill that no one on my staff seems capable of fixing, and I would appreciate it very